communication.
Communications, lobbying, government relations, and the whole lot. But of course, there's a difference between what it was a year ago and what it is today in my personal life. Today, I don't have to worry about every Wednesday there's going to be a FEC meeting. I don't need to hold strategic sessions with my aides. I don't need to meet as regularly as I used to meet with the media, either the bureau chiefs. I don't need these kind of regular appearances in the media that I had to make compulsorily in those days. So to a certain extent, the pressure is much less. Whatever pressure I'm in today is self-made and created. But there are a lot of useful lessons to learn from, having served for 8 years in government and transiting into private life. And I think the first to learn is that no matter how long you stay in government, you come back and meet the people one day. So after 8 years, I'm glad that I didn't find it too difficult to, re-enter, the public sector. But there are a few lessons you learn. The first is that you see what you learn as a minister for 8 years. They don't teach it in Harvard. They don't teach it in Yale. And I think that will be a story for another day.
Indeed.
And then there's this public perception of former ministers. And this is no thanks to fake news and disinformation. You will recall that very early in the administration, there were a lot of fake news about how much money, ministers had salted into their private accounts, all over the world. Unfortunately, some people believe this, even when it looks so, unreasonable. For instance, I was supposed to be having about $1.3 billion in my private account in the U.S. And one day I had to discuss with a few people, and I said, you know what it means to have $1.3 million US? It means that... Billion dollars. It means that if, at the best, my capital budget throughout my 8 years never exceeded 10 billion naira. Now, it would take me 52 years at 400 naira to a dollar. It would take me 52 years to make $1.3 billion. Today, it would take me more than 150 years. About this kind of thing that people bandied.
Those are the kind of stories that were being bandied around.
Yes, and then, of course, and people who believe it start putting so much pressure on you, thinking that you have money and you can help them. But again, you just have to manage.
Well, that's the nature of the beast.
Yes, but I think, with time, you are going to have many more former ministers, many more former governors, many more former presidents, many more former senators. And they will still
have to come back
into
private life.
Yes, and not that, I think not all of them will just fold their arms and start playing golf. Many of them will see if they can still contribute,
usefully to the development of the nation.
Yeah.
Indeed. Thank you very much for that.